Hey, welcome back. I'm 3D Flight Dreams, your captain, and we are flying the wonderful Cessna 206B Grand Caravan. So we're going to do a toggle by takeoff and a short flight from Renton to Seattle, Tacoma. We're basically in Seattle. Renton's a little town or city to the south of Seattle. So let's go ahead and get started. So in this, we want to go ahead and start our beacons. So let's just put them on. They're not on yet because we don't have any power. Go ahead and hit our fuel selectors. Go ahead and check our fuel pump and make sure it's pushed in. Go ahead and set this engine all the way up. Go ahead and set this to idle. And go ahead and, well, I have a joystick, so I'll just set it to idle. Bam. And then let's go ahead and look here. If you look on your left side, I have a panel. Barely. Let's power it on. You'll have the fuel boost pump, but it's set to normal, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and turn on an avionics 1, which is right here, and avionics 2. There we go. The little rainy in areas, so we're going to turn on our heat. Okay. Gonna go ahead and hit. We're gonna look both ways. Say clear. Actually, let's just go ahead and push this back, and then we'll start our engine. So go ahead and request a pushback.
Renton Ground, Vector Airways, Foxtrot, Tango
Look around.
1287 requesting pushback.
What the heck?
Vector Airways, Foxtrot, Tango 1287.
Okay, every time I record, Flight Simulator wants to screw with me. Anyways, we're just gonna go right out there behind us, and apparently there's a plane blocking the taxiway too. Wow, this airport is really amusing. Anyways, if you ignore the if you look, there's a black car that shouldn't be here that looks like a Minecraft block. Anyways, well, see, Microsoft, Minecraft, get it? No. Anyways, let's get started. Funny. But like I said, you want to make sure these fuel selectors are switched. This is in. Your beacons are on, and then we'll start our engine. So as we slowly excel over the top of the car, we're going to request to say, hey, we want to push back to the left.
Renton Ground, Vector Airways, Foxtrot, Tango 1287 requesting pushback to steer the aircraft to the left. Vector Airways, Foxtrot, Tango 1287, your request has been transmitted to the operator.
This is so realistic now. You ignore the fact that that pushback driver went right to that car. Anyways, onward. Okay. Oh, well, our parking brakes are on. Haha. Well, we're slow. Okay. Let's go ahead and request to stop.
Renton Ground, Vector Airways, Foxtrot, Tango 1287 requesting the end of pushback.
I apologize. I forgot to remove my parking brakes.
Request to end pushback received.
And you can move your parking brakes right there. The parking brakes are off, so let's go ahead and start our engines. Engines are good. Go to our left panel and go ahead and switch this to start. Check it out. Save low vacuum. Fine. Put a little throttle. A little mixture. And then hit, I have it set to a key. There we go. Perfect mixture. Good to go. We are started. If you have any problem with your vacuum, go ahead and turn on your electric vacuum pump. You can do that by hitting, well, I have it set to a key, and you'll know if you hit it because you'll hear that's your vacuum pump. Let's go ahead and pause for a moment here. Get our parking brakes. Once again, you can do that right here. Go ahead and do our ATC And we'll request clearance to go north.
Renton Ground, Vector Airways Foxtrot Tango 1287 with Alpha request taxi for takeoff departure to the north. Vector Airways Foxtrot Tango 1287 taxi to and hold short of runway 34 using taxiway Bravo Bravo 7. Contact tower on 124.7 when ready. Taxi to and hold short runway 34 using taxiway Bravo Bravo 7 Vector Airways Foxtrot Tango 1287.
Alright, so let's go ahead and turn on our taxi lights, which are right here. There we go. We're gonna go slowly get to the runway point. Get up to the line and throttle down and apply our parking brake. There we go. Now, we're gonna turn off these taxiway lights because we're good. All in tower.
Renton Tower Vector Airways Foxtrot Tango 1287 at runway 34
I don't
ready
see
for
any
departure
planes.
to the north.
Vector Airways Foxtrot Tango 1287 altimeter 29.9 and 255 at 17.
I'm trying to tap my keyboard very gentle so I barely get the front of my aircraft.
Runway 34.
So I have this hooked up to my throttle stick. So.
Cleared for takeoff runway 34 Vector Airways Foxtrot Tango 1287.
So what we're gonna do is take off our parking brake, start pulling around here. See, we'll just go this way. It's fine. We're just turning around for the runway. Go back here. I'm using my rudder. There we go. I'm in position. Okay. We're good. Up here. Alright. Good. Go ahead and throttle down. Fire parking brake. Throttle up a little. Maintain. When we're ready, go ahead. Turn on our landing lights. Make sure all our lights are on. Nav lights are on. Beacons are on. Okay. Because it's kind of dark. Go ahead and throttle up. Our flaps are all the way straight for now. See, we have no power. And you can tell that by this. So go ahead and... Otherwise you wouldn't have been able to take off. Go ahead, release the parking brake. Now you don't want to over throttle your engines or you could over torque them and that would make the mechanics very mad. So now go into the second position, flaps. I'm doing that by F6. Wait. I'm gonna start pulling up. 90. She's in there. There's some wind. We're good to go. We're just gonna keep gliding up. It's a bit windy today. As you see, we got our flight path in already.
Vector Airways Foxtrot Tango 1287 continue for north departure.
Renton Tower Vector Airways Foxtrot Tango 1287 continue for north departure.
Let's go ahead and turn off our landing lights. I'll look straight here. There you go. Now we're airborne. So now we're heading out of Renton. I'll show you Renton. Renton's a little airport right there over this little lake. And then we'll head over to Seattle, Como, which is that way. So, we get back inside. There it is right there. You can see it to our left side. Oh, that's actually, no, that's, yeah, that it? Look. Yeah, that's it.
Foxtrot Tango 1287 leaving my airspace frequency change.
Where's that Boeing King? No, that's Boeing King. Yeah, that's Boeing King International. So basically that's where the Airbuses and the Dreamliners, that's where they bring them to work on them, is that little airport right here. It's called Boeing King. That's why they get the big hangar for testing. They also test the, which is really cool, the Airbus helicopter there. I've seen it fly over. It's pretty neat. Anyways, we're gonna be getting going in.
Vector Airways Foxtrot Tango 1287, did you hear my last transmission?
ATC is so wonderful, isn't
Renton
it?
Tower Vector Airways Foxtrot Tango 1287 frequency change.
So we're gonna glide here. And we're gonna clear this so that we can make another request. And we're gonna talk to the Tacoma.
Seattle Tower Vector Airways Foxtrot Tango 1287 is 8 miles north, 2,700 feet with India to land.
Vector Airways Foxtrot Tango 1287 Seattle Tower.
Go turn on our landing lights.
2 wind 255 at 17.
This aircraft, if you're not familiar,
16 left.
does not have any retractable landing gear. They are permanently out, as you can see. Go talk to ATC.
Fly straight in runway 16 left, Vector Airways Foxtrot Tango 1287.
Let's go ahead and slow down our throttle and see where this. Go look at the runway over here. I see it
Vector
right over
Airways
there.
Foxtrot Tango 1287 wind 255 at 17. Cleared to land runway 16 left.
Go acknowledge
Cleared to
ATC.
land runway 16 left, Vector Airways Foxtrot Tango 1287.
That's Boeing right there, Boeing King International. They said that's where they test the big boy planes. Like the 787s, the Dreamliner, the Airbus. That was all tested there. That's why they got that super long runway. And if you look to the far left here, there's a big hangar. That's where they you know, when testing Airbus, they had it stored in there. So we're gonna land on this one right here, the far left side. Like I said, I'm just gonna slowly glide midway throttle right now. We got some wind, so we have to watch it. Kind of shaking us up. Go ahead and use our rangefinder, zoom in. There we go. I mean, we don't need it, but see, we're lined up. So now I'm going to go ahead and hit F7. Slowly lower my flaps, slow down the plane. And we're getting rocked by that storm to our left. That's alright. Still good. Alright, lower our flaps all the way. Dropping the nose. Looking good. Come back out. Lowering the throttle. The lights are on.
500.
Dropping too quick, kind of pull up a little. There we go. Lower our throttle. Still looking good. We got those side winds. Just increase the throttle a little bit more. Off the line a little, but I'm just kind of gliding. Ooh. wasn't hard enough, but there we go. On the ground. Ooh, those winds are blowing us. Well, let's go ahead and turn off the next taxiway here.
Vector Airways Foxtrot, Tango 1287, turn next taxiway.
Brakes, brakes! There we go.
Vector Airways Foxtrot, Tango 1287, contact ground on 122.275.
We'll talk to ATC.
Going to 122.275 Vector Airways Foxtrot
I'm gonna
Tango
request the
1287.
parking.
Ground Vector Airways Foxtrot Tango
turn off my
1287
landing
request
lights.
taxi to parking. Vector
Yeah.
Airways Foxtrot Tango 1287 taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Hotel Bravo Golf Alpha. Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway Hotel Bravo Golf Alpha Vector Airways Foxtrot Tango 1287.
Let's slowly get over to the parking, which is at the end of the runway over there. Well, not the end of the runway, it's close to the end of the runway. Any landing you walk away is a good landing, right? Okay, we're gonna slowly just get up to our gate over here. Well, our parking area, I should say. I said it was just a short flight today, but you know, I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you like my content, like I said, like and subscribe, and almost kind of overshot that a little. We'll just stop, hit our brakes, and slowly get back in there. If you like my content, like and subscribe, and you know, leave comments below. Let me know what you think. Yeah, I mean, you have any suggestions? Am I doing something wrong? You know, on like piloting or like heat tubes or whatever. I'm up for comments, and you know, I'm looking forward to see what you have to say. And if you, like I say, if you like my videos, check out to the right over here. Coming up, you'll see there's some more links to some of my other videos where I'm flying the Beechcraft and the Byron, and of course the CRJ 550. So I'm gonna get into my parking spot here, line up. Find my brakes, line up. And the way you apply your brakes in real plane is you push on the pedals, but I have it hooked up with my keys, so I'm just gonna apply my parking brake, which is out of view. Right there, we're good to go. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn off my nav lights, strobes, leave my beacons on, and I'm gonna power back here. I'm turn off my fuel valves. Hit my fuel cutoff. Wait for it to come down. There we go. Wait for that to stop spinning. we can turn on our cabin lights. I believe down here there's some brightness panels. Shit. Let me just pop this out to show you. And there we go. Oh. Waiting. And they have them on that side too. For the dark over here. I believe they're... No, they don't have it on this version, do they? Wait. There it is. The right. Oh, yeah, it's right there. Okay, well that's powering down. Let's go ahead and hook up to our starter and turn it off. We should turn that off originally, but go ahead and turn off avionics. And there we go. I hope you enjoyed. Once again, I'm 3D Flight Dreams. Peace and love.